When Jesus was tested today in the gospel, Pharisees heard that Jesus had silenced Sadducees. They gathered together. Of course, Pharisees and Sadducees are dead against each other. But then to trap Jesus, they come together. So that's the nature of evil, isn't it? So they got together. One of them, the lawyer, asked him a question to test him. What is the greatest commandment? Of course, those days, love for God and love for love for each other is a separate law. But Jesus takes them together and unites them. So in the translation, of course, it is first and second. First, love of God. Second, love of man. It is separated. But then original text, of course, both are equal. It's not first and second. It is same law, two segments. So there is no gradation. There is no gradation in these laws. So because loving God, you cannot love God. You refer to John, 1 John chapter 4 verse 18. If you love God, you cannot love God who is invisible, whom you cannot see, by hating your brother whom you can see. So if the person who loves God, naturally, he has to love the neighbor. There's no other way. So in the other way, if you want to truly love your neighbor, you have to love God. Without experience that love, because God is love, you will never be able to love your brother. So these two laws you can never separate. We find, my dear friends, in the reading book of Judges, how Naomi was tested with situations. I mean, this story is very appropriate for you and for me these days. It is a time where death prevails. We hear a lot of death in Sri Lanka, isn't it? Death in numbers, hundreds. So near and dear ones are dying. People are suffering. So Naomi is in a land of famine. And then that's why they were in Bethlehem in Judah. They were going to the country of Moab. And there, Elimelech, the husband of Naomi, died. Not only him, both the sons, Mahlon and Chilon, died. But the son died. Sons, I mean, for a mother, my dear friends, for a mother, husband, for a wife, husband dying means loses everything. Because they never allow women to work. It's a male-dominant society. So when the two sons are dying, she was completely helpless. It is a dire strait where she lost all the support in the world. So do the two daughter-in-laws, Orph and Ruth. So that's exactly what happened to them. They were completely without support all of a sudden. It is a situation in life, isn't it? Where we lose the worldly strength all of a sudden. That's the nature of the worldly strength. We can lose it immediately. What we have today, we might not have next time, isn't it? So they were completely cut off. They were strengthless. It was a terrible state that they were in. And then, of course, Orpah, the one wife of the son, she went to the own land. And Ruth, see the words of Ruth, for Where you go, I will go. And where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God, my God. What if we had been discussing? Everything is in this sentence. Ruth says, your people are my people, and your God is my God. She sees God from the life of Ruth, from the life of Naomi, because she's a pagan lady. Naomi knew the true Yahweh because she's a Jew. And this pagan lady, Ruth, was saying, your God is my God. So how? Through the human affection. Normally, mother-in-law and daughter-in-law, they don't come together, isn't it? Come to terms very easily. But then this particular daughter-in-law is saying to the mother-in-law, I will come with you, don't ask me to go. I will stay with you. She loved her so much. Because of that love, she knew God whom Naomi loved. So that's exactly why I told you earlier. Love for God, love for man, you cannot separate, my dear friends. But then the Lord is saying, you have to love your God from all your heart, from all your soul, from all your mind. How to do that? That's important. Because God is love. 1 John chapter 4 verse 19 it is said, we love each other because He first loved us. So your first step, God has taken the first step to come down to us. So your first step to be with Him. He's the author of love, source of love. He is love, my dear friends. So once you go there to Him, with your broken nature, rejected nature, bitter nature, when you go there, the way He loves you will heal you completely. And that will help you to love Him. You learn love from Him, isn't it? So then only, the moment you experience His love, only you will be able to love Him from your heart, from your strength, and from your mind, soul and mind. So my dear friends, so that love would definitely manifest to each other. If you go to Him the way He loves you, you begin to love yourself. And then what will happen? You shall love your neighbor as yourself. So without loving yourself, you won't be able to love each other. How to love yourself? It's not by pleasing yourself. It's a selfish desire. No. To love yourself, you have to look at you from the eyes that the Lord looks at you. It's different. It's completely different. So you will be able to love each other as you love yourself when you are being loved by Him. Because He is love, my dear friends. So that's exactly, this is our strength to go through the struggle which Naomi went. This is the way how we experience love as Ruth experienced love through her mother-in-law. This is how we are to live. As Naomi loved Ruth, she saw God in Naomi. Ruth saw God in Naomi. This is all intertwined, interconnected. Love for God, love for yourself, love for neighbor. Because we all are one connected unit, one family, my dear friends. Think about it. Have a nice day. May God bless you.